What's going on? Your boy Gary with Just Another Fan TV. All right, so now we're into the second round. The Ravens draft with pick number 45. They draft David Ojabo, outside linebacker, Michigan. Now, it's a good pick. It's a good pick. That's what we're going to start at. We're not going to get into anything negative, but it's a good pick. So, it's a good pick because Ojabo was a consistent top 15 talent before he blew out his Achilles at his pro day. Apparently, it was around the last play. So, super unlucky for him. A very unfortunate incident. Drops him all the way down to 45 when he would have went in the first round probably easily. But we got to look at the positive. He's a Baltimore Raven. All right. So what does this mean now? Now the optimism is he'll be back by October, November off his Achilles injury. So that means we're talking about missing the first 4 to probably 7 weeks of the season. Right? He might even start the year on a PUP list. Miss that first 6 weeks automatically. Try to come back week 7, 8. We'll go from there. Now this is a good pick. This is a guy who played for Mike McDonald at Michigan, the Ravens' new defensive coordinator, and is going to be familiar with the system, familiar with his coach. So that's comfort level. Now we break it down to the team. Him and Odafe Owe go back to high school, so they're friends. So now we're talking about comfort level in that sense as well. So I expect Ojabo to come in, fit in, and play well. Now, we know what the typical Raiders outside linebacker is asked to do. Drop in coverage, rush some of the time, a lot of different responsibilities. With Mike McDonald, now while he came up in the Ravens system, he was here with Wink, left, go to Michigan, he came back, Wink is gone. So he came up in that system, but we don't really know what he's going to do if he's going to stay in that kind of system. Now, him at Michigan, it looked like it was more traditional 4-down lineman. Just by quick look. You got Aiden Hutchinson on one side, had Ojabo on the other side. It looked like they rushed the passer. We've seen in the past that typical Ravens guys, they leave the Ravens, and not typical, but typical as of late, leave the Ravens to explode with the sack numbers. So Darius Smith left here at Green Bay, exploded. Matthew Judon left here, went to the Patriots, exploded. Yannick Ngakoue, who the Ravens traded for last year, what was it, 2 years ago now? Well, who was a former Raven, left and went to the Raiders and had a really good season for the Raiders. I think he's now on the Indianapolis Colts. So, we have a tendency of not using pass rushers to their full capacity. Now with Ojabo, explosive off the edge. They say he's a little raw. Got to learn some things. Sounds a lot like Odafe Owe, and we saw Odafe Owe's impact right away. So now if Ojabo can do even some of what Odafe Owe did his rookie season, we got a really good player because he's going to go up from there. So I know a lot of Ravens fans are a little, trepidatious because we picked a guy who's coming off an Achilles. And some people think he might not be the same. I've heard Ravens fans say this, he think he might not be the same. I will say this. Ojabo he just came out of college, so I'm not sure his exact age. So somewhere between, I'm assuming 21 and 23. I'm not sure his exact age. But fresh out of college, young, so the healing process should be better. 2, we literally just saw Cam Akers tear his Achilles in training camp or preseason workouts, and then come back and play in the playoffs. And play well in the playoffs. It's not like he was just out there hobbling on one leg. He looked like Cam Akers, and Rams go Super Bowl. He didn't play well in Super Bowl because, the Bengals run defense was pretty good, so that is what it is. But as far as him, I think it was the Buccaneers game, came back, played well, might have some fumbling issues, but besides that, he came back and he played well. So that's the baseline for Ojabo. You look at what Cam Akers did, came back during the same season and played and looked like a competent player. So he injured himself in March. The timeline right now is 7 to 8 months. That's what it is. So for March and then, like I said earlier, looking at October, November. So now we're talking about, week 7, 8. And that's what it is. He'll be an impact player. Simple as that. Now, as far as the Ravens not drafting the wide receiver with this pick, obviously, wide receiver is a concern. And it's going to continue to be a concern by me, by all Ravens fans until it's addressed. But let's just talk about the draft that the Ravens are having. Okay, you got 3 players, Hamilton, Linderbaum, Ojabo, who are all considered, top 15 prospects on a lot of people's boards. Okay, so it's a good draft. It's a good draft when impact players who are going to help the Ravens this year at some point. Kyle Hamilton, Linderbaum day 1, Ojabo, looking like midseason. Okay, so that's the positive. The negative is, obviously he's not going to be there. He's not going to be there until midseason. So it's a good pick, man. That's all I can really say about it. It's a good pick. I know fans, we want instant gratification. We want to see that guy out there immediately, but we got to wait a little bit on this one, and I think the wait's going to be worth it. So thanks for watching, man. Like, comment, subscribe, share your opinion. Should the Ravens have went with a wide receiver with this pick? What do you think? Do you think we'll draft a wide receiver at all? I mean, we're in the 4th round now. 6 picks in the 4th round. I thought they was going to trade up at least into the 2nd round, into the 3rd round to get a guy. They didn't. So let me know what you guys think will happen with these next 6 picks in the 4th round. And it's your boy Gabe with This Another Fan TV. I'm out.